What's up guys, I'm Hazel and I'm back with a video, and this time I'm going to be talking about some Polygel from the nail charm store on AliExpress. So first I'm going to run you guys through all the colors that I have, they have more, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do on myself. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I'm doing a clear set on myself. And then I'm going to show you guys all the colors out on my practice hand. But first up, I have rose pink. So this is good for a nail bed. And you guys can see it on the cap there. I kind of made a little sample for each one so you guys know what it looks like. They're 30 ml tubes. So that's a lot of Polygel. And they retail for $2.99 or $3.65. I am not sure. I'm going to link that down below because that just changed over a couple days ago. This one that I have here is pearl pink. I had to like squeeze a little bit out for you guys because I couldn't find the little cap thing that I made. Oh, and I apologize for the way this video looks. My daughter kept on turning on this light and she kept on making everything look bright. Alright, so this is the pink color. They just call it pink. It's like a Barbie pink though. Like a really nice, you know, girly pink. And this one is nude pink. This is one of my favorites. I love the nude pink, the rose pink, and the pearl pink. They're all really pretty colors for your nail bed. So now I have the white one. And it's opaque also. They're all opaque, just so you guys know. They're not see-through at all. Alright, this one's clear. And this is a really clear Polygel. Alright, and these are some glitters that I got from the Glitter Fairy. They're Galaxy, Boss Chick, and then Shook. They're really nice colors, guys. I love her glitters. They're so, like, it seems like she puts her heart and soul in these glitters. Alright, so now I have their brush. This is from their store, the nail charm store. And it retailed for me for $1.99 when I first got it. And this was a little while ago, so it might have changed. I will link the stuff down below so you guys know exactly what it costs right now. Alright, so getting into my nail design that I'm going to do on myself. I'm building out a tip, or I built out my tip already in clear, and I left it uncured, and now I'm just putting my glitters in there and making sure they're nice and pushed in and positioned exactly where I want them. This Polygel is really easy to use, so it doesn't give you a problem. Like right now when you're pushing that stuff in, a lot of Polygel will make a dent and, you know, do weird things. You can't really mess with them too much, but this one is really good with that. I can say I can do designs and everything with this Polygel, and it doesn't give me a problem or fight me or anything. So what I do here is once I add all my glitters in there, and yes, I'm using all 3 glitters on one finger every time. So all nails, all 3 glitters each nail. So once I'm done putting everything on there, I cure it so the glitters can stay in place for the most part. Sometimes they do move. And then I'm going to come back over and I'm going to encapsulate everything. That's what I'm doing here. I just want you guys to see how easy it is to mess with this gel. Look at this. You see how it just like goes into place wherever you want it? You can do a lot, whatever you want to do with this stuff, you can do it. I'm telling you, it's easier than a lot of other Polygels I used. Look how easy it is. It's basically, I don't have to put any effort in when I use this one. Alright guys, so I'm going to continue to do my set, and once everything is done, I'll come back and I'm going to demonstrate on my practice hand the other colors that you guys saw in the beginning so you can see what they look like on the nails, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so now it's time for the demo part of the video. And right now I'm going to take some of that rose pink color and build out my entire nail with this color. So I just grabbed a nice hefty amount. I place it on the nail bed. And then I wet my brush with the alcohol and dab it off on my lip crease pad. And then I go around the cuticle. So I just get that brush right in between that bead and that cuticle. And make sure everything is nice and flush and looking good before I continue down the nail. What I do with Polygel is I go back and forth until I see that I like the shape. And I also brush back up if I go too far down with too much product, just so I can have my apex in place. This Polygel is really easy to use, so stuff like that doesn't matter when you have to do it. It is hard to use a lot of other ones that I've tried, so you would probably have to cure them and then come back and add a little bit for your apex area, but not with this one. And it blends seamlessly in, as you can see. So I'm taking that pink color, which is just called pink, but I continue to say it looks like a Barbie pink, but that's my own drama. So yeah, I do the same thing on this nail. I just wet my brush, dab it off, the excess, and then I come around that bead in between my cuticle and that bead and just make sure everything is nice and flush before I continue down the nail. With this Polygel, it is easy to use and it's nice and opaque, but there is a downside, guys. Whenever you cure your Polygel, you always want to make sure you tap it. Make sure you hear that clicking noise when you take it out, just to make sure it's cured. And then once you take your form off, you want to be careful because sometimes it does not cure underneath because of how opaque it is. So that just means it's not see-through, it's a solid color. And when you have solid colors, it just needs a little bit more love. So what I do in that situation is I see if it's cured underneath. If there's uncured Polygel, I fix it, smooth it out with my brush. and then I go back in the lamp upside down and cure it that way, and it takes care of the problem. I also just do it anyway, so if there's nothing uncured, I'll still do it just to be absolutely positive that it's cured. I did have a situation I wanted to share with you guys, just so you know why I'm telling you all this. I had a situation where I used Polygel and I was filing, and when I got to shape my nails, I kind of took some of the length off, and I could see right in the center of my nail that there was uncured gel. So the way I fixed that problem is what I just explained, and it really helped that out, and I never had that issue again. From time to time you'll see some uncured underneath, but you don't see anything in the middle or anything like that. That was crazy. So on this nail, I'm using the white color so I can make an ombre for you guys and show you can do it with the Polygel. So what I'm doing right now is just building out my tip, making sure everything looks good. And then what I'm going to do is focus in the middle and brush that upwards towards my cuticle. I do this with my acrylic application. I do it with everything, even nail polish, gel polish, anything it is. I always focus on that middle part to make sure that blend is correct before I go in with any other color. It just ensures for a nice seamless blend, and it's been a good technique as far as I'm concerned. It's been a really good help. So yeah, so I just go back and forth. I keep wetting my brush because if you have a drier brush, you're going to move way more Polygel than you would if your brush was wetter. So I wet my brush constantly with an ombre just to make sure I can move a tiny amount at a time and make sure I'm getting that blend correct. So now I'm coming in with a tinier bead. I'm going to smooth it out first, and then I'm going to brush it upwards. It may look like a mess, but trust me guys, it works out in the end for your blend. Alright guys, so now I'm going to put in this nude pink at my cuticle, and as always I put it right near the cuticle and then get my brush in between the cuticle and the bead that I put on and make sure everything is nice and flush before I continue down the nail. And because this is going to be an ombre nail, I kind of spend a lot more time doing the blending of the nail. And right here I'm just doing a thin blending technique that I learned. So I just make sure my brush is really wet because again, Polygel, when your brush is on the drier side, it tends to move more of the Polygel. When your brush is on the wetter side, it moves less. So it helps you with blending if your brush is like super wet. So you got, I mean not dripping, but wetter than you need it to be for anything else. And it just helps me out. So I'll do this thin layer first and make sure I like what I see. And then I'm gonna cure this, and then I'll come in with another bead to, I need another bead in there to blend in more and also for my structure. So now see, I'm coming in with this bead now, and you guys are gonna see that I first blend it in with the cuticle bead because it's just I like to blend it in. So I blend it, and then I start working down the nail, and because I built that thin layer underneath, my apex is already in place. So now I just have to worry about the blending part again, and because I put that thin layer on the bottom or underneath, it helps me out with a lot to do on the top. So you see how it's already looking blended. So now what I'm gonna do is take the bead and brush it back towards the cuticle, and then I'm gonna expose what I did before, and that just helps you out with all the blending and stuff like that. And it's a good technique that I learned. And another thing that helps you out is the clear cap that you add on top. They also tell you to do that so you don't file into your blending, but it also helps with the blending. It kind of disguises any kind of, you know, mess ups. I mean, don't do a big mess and, you know, not even try, because the clear cap's gonna help, because it won't help everything. Alright guys, so now I'm coming in with that pearl pink color, and this is gonna be the last color that I have. Of course, I said before, they have 2 different colors that I didn't get. They might have more. Actually, no, they have 9 colors. Yeah, I'm looking right now. They have 9 colors. So I think I have 6 or 7 of them. So they have 2 more colors. And it is a clear white. So it's that see-through white. And that also helps with your blending and your ombres. So it helps you out. I like to mix things and stuff like that, so I never bought that one. And they have a coffee color. It's just orangey looking. It's pretty. But I went for the pinks, guys. That's my thing, the pinks. With this nail, I tested something out because of that thing where you take the form off after you cure your polygel, and a lot of the times, because they're so opaque, they're not cured underneath. So when I took that form off after curing it, because it was so thin, it didn't have that problem. So that's another technique you guys can use. And now I'm top coating using my Born Pretty Store top coat. So as you guys can see, they're really pretty polygels. The colors are beautiful. They come out really good. I am sorry, but my pinky nail did not come out in this shot because I didn't notice it. So I apologize beforehand. Alright guys, so now it's time for me to top coat all the nails. And this, yes, is my favorite part because you get to see every little detail of your hard work. Especially with this polygel, I am really surprised at how clear it is. For $3, you can't beat it, and you guys should try it if you have any issues with the application, because it is a smooth polygel to use. And yeah, guys, try it out. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you have any suggestions or anything like that, you can leave them down below and I will answer you. You won't have to be shy, girl. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by and spending your time with me, of course. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you.